the markets, not much happening, although we've made a comeback and we're back at that 19,300 print. Anisha highlighted a couple of the buzzers, Indiabulls Housing being one such case in point. Piramal Enterprises, remember they also had the investor day today, 4.5% higher on that stock. BHEL, GNFC, Manappuram, these are a few green dots within the broader end of the market. Within the Nifty, it's L&T, Maruti, M&M, Sun Pharma and HDFC Bank, which has actually made a 1% move. These are a couple of stocks which are holding out. So let me quickly take it across to Nooresh, find out what he's making of the trading texture. Nooresh, not quite as gung-ho as the global handover this morning, but we've made it back to 19,300. What next on the cards?
So again, the same trend continues in a bounce back. The Nifty continues to lag. The broader indices, if you notice, are up almost 0.8 to 0.1%, 0.8 to 1%. So that's the case. We are not seeing a recovery, stronger recovery in the heavyweight. So you still have Reliance and Infosys in the negative for the day. At the same time, just a little bit of a contribution from HDFC Bank, almost 30 points coming in from HDFC Bank. So for now, the same structure continues. The broader market sees better action. The index is holding on to the 19,250, 300 mark. And when we look at the other indices, we've not even broken similar levels. The structure is much more flatter. So the view remains we are still stuck in a band. And till the time we don't cross 19,600, this could continue in a sideways fashion.
The sideways move will continue. But Nooresh, what about Reliance Industries? Because that stock is, of course, in the spotlight on account of AGM. But technically speaking, what is the chart reading?
So that's a stock which is on radar for a structural, whether it can make a structural change. 2850 was the all-time high before deducting 200 rupees, 220 rupees of Geo. A similar level comes to 2600, 2650. Till the time it does not cross those levels, we are stuck in a band, 2400 on the downside, 2600, 2650 on the upside. So the stock is pretty sideways as of now. You can get a breakout only about 2600, 2650. Till then, it's almost a sideways stock.
Welcome on board Kunal as well. Kunal, quite a few buzzers out there from within the liquid universe. Manappuram, Indiabulls Housing seeing a big tear, almost a 10% move, and then Piramal Enterprises as well. Anything specific out of these three that you spot?
So I think all three of them are attractive. Piramal Enterprise and Indiabulls Housing specifically, both these stocks, in fact, Indiabulls Housing and the group stocks are doing exceptionally well for themselves. I think it's more like a dream run for these stocks over the last couple of weeks. Indiabulls Real Estate today, I think, has broken past about that 70 hurdle. Indiabulls Housing is inching or coming close to that 200 levels. The stock was at one point at an upper circuit of 10% plus. It's moved up higher from those levels. So I think it's an excellent momentum which is shaping up for the Indiabulls Housing, and many of these stocks have actually given breakouts more on the weekly and the monthly charts this time around. So which means that the move should be sustainable for these names. I would believe that there could be a higher up move into these stocks with a degree of at least 15 to 20% possibility in just the next maybe couple of weeks. So traders could look at this as a high risk bet from the space. Piramal Enterprise is something which is very interesting. It's a very, very stable stock relatively, and the stock has moved from sub 700 levels to now 1100 plus mark where it's trading right now. Again, an excellent chart. My targets on the very short term basis, which I recommended even in the morning for Piramal Enterprise, is closer to 1200.
Okay, so that's a take coming in on Piramal Enterprises as well as Indiabulls. In fact, we'll shortly get Ankur to talk to us about that Indiabulls House story as well. But before that, let me just complete the point on Reliance with Pashupati Advani as well. He's joining us on the show. Pashupati, let's begin by Reliance itself. I'm not sure if Street was expecting a lot of value unlocking, etc. in this AGM, but so far there hasn't been any big bang announcement. The only one that caught attention is the fact that Jio Air Fiber will be launched on September 19th, and how they're looking at tracking the entire country with 5G by December of this year.
Tell him to unmute.
So, Pashupati, you'll have to unmute yourself.
So all these things that they've announced are spending a lot of money upfront and getting the result after 2-3 years. So I think that we need to be mindful of that. And if the shareholder wants to see the bang right now, it's not really going to happen. It's going to be, we've brought in a new technology. We're going to open it to the public. Let's see how the public picks it up. If it picks it up, we'll have huge bottom line. And we've seen it already. They've demonstrated that, by, giving the smartphone, giving the other devices, giving other sort of incremental benefits to people, they have been able to increase and get good result. But they're continuing to spend. I think I saw the number, something like $150 billion they've spent. So they're continuing to spend to grow. And as long as they do that, you're not going to see that in the bottom line. So I think that's what we need to be mindful of.
Okay.